What's going on, guys? I'm Dan. This is Scented Waters, and today I got another review for you from Parfums Vintage Vanilla Intense. Before we go any further, how about you hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and hit that bell. So, Parfums Vintage came out with another rendition of Aventus Vanilla Intense. Which batch? I don't know, but it's apparently a more vanilla-y batch. How does it stack up with the Pineapple Vintage Intense, King Intense King? Well, I can't tell you about King because I haven't smelled that one yet, but how does it stack up to the other two big dogs in the game? How's that vanilla? Does it smell very sweet? If you have any of the Parfum Vintage Aventus clones, the box is pretty much the same. You have the crest on the front with the pineapples in the background with the name of the fragrance right here and the cool looking mural on the back. When it comes to the bottle, you know the drill again. Same type of bottle that Parfums Vintage uses. I think it's a classy look. Wood cap, nice sprayer like all the rest of them, can't complain. Nice labeling on the front. Bottom it says Vanilla Intense. The notes for Vanilla Intense are with top notes of pineapple, juniper berry, and apple, with mid notes of vanilla, bergamot, rose, and jasmine, with the base notes of patchouli, ambergris, musk, and birch. When it comes to the scent of Vanilla Intense, right off top, you do get a little bit of a woodiness. Very, very, very faint vanilla. It's not a sweet vanilla. It's like just an essence of vanilla, I feel. Very nice. I like it a lot. I do smell a little bit of that pineapple in there. I like what they did with this. This smells very good. I've worn it quite a few times. I feel Vanilla Intense is more like the grown-up version of Pineapple Vintage Intense, where Vanilla Intense is more like the little party boy that garners a lot of compliments, I feel. Where I feel Vanilla Intense is more like the older brother of Pineapple Vintage Intense. As you can see, I put a dent in this one. I've worn it quite a few times and also gave a decant to my buddy Fragrance Journey. Check him out, he's a good reviewer. Show some love. Even though that Pineapple Vintage, I feel, is like an all year round type of fragrance, after smelling this one, I feel that Pineapple Vintage is more geared towards maybe spring, summer, and early fall. And this one, with how they did with the vanilla, more of the late fall, winter, and early spring, more of the cooler times. But honestly, this is also an all-year fragrance, but I feel that it would work better in those seasons. It's a very nice scent. Once again, I feel like this is the more mature version of Pineapple Vintage Intense, where I actually like both. I felt that it lasted me, for projection-wise, about 2 to 2.5 hours. When it came to longevity, I felt this was on par with Pineapple Vintage Intense. Longevity on this one, I felt, lasted me an 8 hours plus, a good solid work day, and even then some. Once it gets a little bit cooler, like late fall for us in Florida, this one I feel would last a little bit longer on my skin, past 8 hours, past 9 hours. This is, I think, a beast mode fragrance as well as Pineapple Vintage Intense. I keep on comparing the two because that's how much I like this one. I like that one, like out of all my fragrances, I like Pineapple Vintage Intense the most. But this one's giving it a run for its money. It's a very good fragrance, I feel. This is giving Pineapple Vintage Intense a running for its money. It's not top dog. I still feel that Pineapple Vintage Intense is my all-time favorite. But this one is so close. Such a runner-up where if they mess up on a batch of Vanilla Intense or Pineapple Vintage Intense, that this one can easily take its spot. That's how much I like this one. I'm still slipping up on getting a backup bottle of Pineapple Vintage Intense. What I expected when it came to Vanilla Intense is more of a boost where it'd be a dominant vanilla note, but it's not. But I'm not mad at that because you still get the undertone of it. But it's still very good, great fragrance. I think that this would be a great office fragrance, a great night out fragrance, date night fragrance, especially in cooler weather, temperature controlled environment. The age range that I think that this would work for, mid-20s and up. I got a little bit less compliments than Pineapple Vintage Intense, but this one was giving it a run for its money. Giving the scent scale rating 1 out of 10, I give this one a good 8. Giving this a compliment factor rating, 8. Longevity, another 8. I feel it's a solid fragrance. I like this fragrance a lot. This was a good 8, where I feel that a Pineapple Vintage Intense, I give that one a 9. You know what? This one's 8.5. Vanilla Intense comes in two sides of 50 ml, which I think runs about $79, and 100 ml that comes in, I think, $120. That sells for $120. Check the website. I'll leave the links in the description area. Do I think that Vanilla Intense warrants purchase? Yes, especially when it comes to this fall weather coming up. I think that this one will shine very well. It smells great. It's a great compliment factor. Is it gonna work for you? Hopefully it does, as much as it works for me. At the end of it all, Vanilla Intense, you got my vote. I like it a lot. Get your nose on it. Great juice. Parfums Vintage did another great job. So there you go, guys. That's my take on Vanilla Intense. Have you guys smelled this? Let me know in the comment section. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think that this is one Aventus clone too much from Parfums Vintage, or in general from all these companies? Me personally, I don't. I like them. Keep them coming. But because the price of Aventus right about now, keep those clones coming, because I'll take this any day over that price. Not me. Not paying $500 for no Aventus. Parfums Vintage, I think y'all did a great job. Vanilla Intense got my vote. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell. Don't forget to hit that bell. Parfums Vintage, Vanilla Intense. Great smelling juice in my opinion. But at the end of the day, still scented water.